Hello and welcome back. So today's video is actually going to be for employers of people with EDS. I went on some of the Facebook groups I'm with and asked what their suggestions were of things they wish their employers knew. One thing I was surprised at is that most, if not all of the things, well actually everything that they said they wish their friends or coworkers knew, they also wish their employers knew. So if you go watch that video first, that will give you some ideas about what people with EDS wish you knew. Be aware that obviously people are going to act different for their employer than for their friends and are really putting forth all they can. But there were some extra things that they wished their employer knew specifically, and those I'm going to include here. Some of them said, I do my best to be reliable. If I have to call in sick, it's so that I can get better and be there tomorrow at my best for you. Another bunch of people said, if I say I need an accommodation, believe me. It seems that that's something that a lot of employers question, that we maybe need something like careful placement of screens, certain mice for computers, etc. Some others say, if I'm making modifications that don't affect my ability to do my job, don't think I'm doing it to be weird or lazy. Put things like rolling in your chair across the floor to talk to a coworker may be ways of protecting our joints and not wearing out as fast, so that we can stay through the whole work day and be able to give you the best we have. If it's quicker and easier on us to do that, we may be doing that for that reason, not to be lazy. Some people are putting their keyboards on their laps or moving around in certain ways that you may question. And it's always appropriate to maybe say, hey, I noticed you doing this. Is there a reason why, so that I can help you better? Especially if you express that you're doing it to see if there's any accommodations that can be made for that person. Someone with EDS is going to be very grateful for that. We struggle and we want to be there and we want to be doing our best and we want to work. And when you make it easy for us to express to you what we want to do, and you're trying to help us give you all we can, it makes us want to be at work more and give you even more. And it helps us to know that you really understand what we're going through. Well, even if you don't, it makes it seem that way to us, because so many people don't believe us. And that goes into the next thing. Diversity training for all invisible illnesses in our workplace would be appreciated. However, that needs to be done such that no one knows who is suffering from the invisible illnesses. We want this not just for people with EDS. We would like to know what other people, invisible illnesses, other people are suffering from, because we understand what it's like to suffer from an invisible illness, and we would like to be able to support others. So there may be things that we need support with, and we would like others to know and not to judge, but we also don't want to be the ones judging. And so we would love training ourselves in some of the things that other people may be suffering from. And we would like to be reminded of those things. And so all invisible illnesses, not just, we aren't saying, well, let's do a training on EDS and why we need to be aware of that. Let's do a training on any invisible illness anyone in the company has, and things we can all do to support each other. Hopefully that helps you understand better where we're coming from as people with EDS, and maybe what you can do